Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Browns going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Second down, here's McCarron. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap for McCarron. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now McCarron throwing on second. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's McCarron. And the grab by Croft. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit!
Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun here, McCarron. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Again, it's Smallwood. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Wendell Smallwood taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go. Play 90. Play 90.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to be. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll be set up with great field position, as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw is McCarron. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. second down, Smallwood. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Colts on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. McCarron. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they try the right side here. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Third down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's into the clear. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 49 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They start the drive with Smallwood, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 8 yards to go here on second down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
McCarron. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Evans, the man in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And that one, all Packers right now. They've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, with the identity map to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Got some room at the 30. Cuts it out to the sideline. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. McCarron now on the bootleg. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. McCarron. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he fields it cleanly. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They give to Smallwood, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
McCarron. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Handoff comes to Smallwood. To the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Wendell Smallwood, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Leopard! Leopard! Green, 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, look at that. Let's go! Green, 39!
McCarron now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They run Smallwood. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's McCarron. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets him negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they try the right side here. Oh, what a move. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns are back within a score. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They run the counter. Smallwood. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. McCarron now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And his kick is good. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And the tight end goes in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. And he'll give it here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Second down and 4. Now McCarron. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A quick hitter complete. It's Brown. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Indianapolis, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.